That's Dr. Seuss. So last week, I was in South Carolina with Candace Jalou Hodge, our minister, with the Jubilee Circle. Last week, the most controversial piece of cloth in the United States was waving silently in the solstice sun behind the State House, which we drove past. Today, I am choking up at a cartoon of a Confederate flag descending and a rainbow flag ascending. Charleston's wounded families show the entire world what radical forgiveness looks like.
Yes.
What a week for amazing grace, and heck, what a day for an ordination. Can I get an oh yeah? Oh yeah! The story of today begins when I was about 3 years old. I was a blonde, curly-haired kid. I was a daydreaming ragamuffin. And I remember having my first spiritual transcendent experience. I grew up in Newcastle, Delaware, a colonial town, with a church at its heart that began in construction in 1598. At 3, that church that Mom and Dad took me to is a huge jungle gym that creaked and glistened under my feet. One Sunday, the important-looking people in the balcony invited the boy in the overstuffed navy blues to come and pull the rope that rings the bells during that one particular sunshiny Eucharist. Now, some of you know that I really put a lot, and sometimes too much, effort into volunteering my time. Well, I may not have been eating my spinach, but the result of that pull lifted me way up into the air. And the roped floats tugged me back down to earth with muffled laughter. I had flown, though. I was Superman, but also so much more. The sound of that bell vibrated something in me, shook loose a screw.
Explains a lot.
Sure, we could go. We're not going. When no one was looking, I did it again. And the bells clanged, and I laughed, and I savored for a few more seconds those ecstatic moments of flight, boundless. And maybe that force drew me to that God thing I was supposed to begin paying attention to and minding. Gone. Like birds, spaceships, shooting stars for mere seconds, I shared a communion with the improbable, the nameless, while the city of Newcastle heard bells ringing slightly out of order. Surely some townsfolk noticed. The rung bell is an ancient call to attention. Something is happening, is changing. People, draw ye near. When those bells ring, it's not about the bell ringer, it's the bell. It's the message, not the messenger. If I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening, all over this land. Every hung-up person in the whole wide universe, we gazed upon the chimes of freedom flashing, or apropos to this particular week, and I myself, you can ring my bell. Jubilance, 39 years have passed since I was first lifted into the lofty air of another church called Emmanuel, a name pregnant with meaningfulness today. Emmanuel, God is with us, through us, as us, and still mysterious unto us. What we do know is that we have each other. We have this place called Jubilee. We have a minister named Howard Hanger. We have a band named the World Beat Band. We have Vicki Garlock and the Nurture Team. And we ring bells here to call ourselves to attention and intention, regardless of our personal understanding of God. We hold hands after the bell sounds. We feel the warmth of each other, the pulse of life, the very exhalation of stars, momentary expressions of a universe that stumbled across the formula called you. As we move onward from this holy moment, I thank you for the honor you bestow. And I ask you, in your own life, who else will you offer the bell to today and beyond? And when that bell rings, how will you answer? Thank you.